All right, greetings, peace, everyone, peace, peace, peace. Hold on for a second. There we go. All right, peace, fam, peace to everyone. This is Professor Griff, and of course, y'all already know this. Yep, I can say that now. Y'all should already know. If y'all tuned in here, you should already know. All right, that this is On the Masses with Professor Griff. I'm trying to put the ticker tape thing under the bottom right here and do that in case y'all want the Serious Minds Brain Tonic and the elixir. Hold on, the Serious Minds Brain Tonic and Resurrection Formula. All right, matter of fact, let me go get it so I can show y'all. We'll be right back. We're talking about P. Diddy's trial. We're doing a deep dive, and I'm going to send my invite out to red pill, blue pill, no, red pill and black dot. I'm saying blue pill because I want to talk to blue pill and King Simon, see if they want to come on a little bit later on this week to sum this up, doing some numerology of this whole damn thing. But let me snatch the brain time. Hold on. All right, family. All right. Resurrection Formula. All right. And then Serious Minds Brain Time. My bottle is kind of jacked up. I got some left. All right. The thing is, not for it to sit around and look good, you got to take it in order for it to work. You understand what I'm saying? All right, we'll talk about what those two things consist of a little bit later on. But we're going to talk about the P. Diddy trial. We want to do a deep dive, 7 o'clock tonight. Red pill, blue pill. Why do I keep saying blue pill, man? I got to talk to that brother. Red pill, black dot, and Professor Griff. Man. All right, it's the second time, blue. All right, hold on for a second. All right, where's my flyer at? Let me see if I can snatch the flyer and put it up in front of y'all so y'all could see it. All right. That's it right there. All right. Sean P. Diddy Combs trial. Monday, 7 o'clock. We're doing a deep dive. It's a live Zoom call. All right. Myself, Black Dot, and Red Pill. All right. All right. It's only $44, fam. Get with a couple of your friends. Throw some dough in the pot. Get it. Y'all sit around, get some popcorn, watch it together. All right. But nonetheless, we're doing a deep dive. All right. We're doing a deep dive, fam. All right. I'm gonna see if I can get them two on within the next few minutes so we can give y'all guys an idea of what we're going to touch. All right. And tonight we're going to do a Q&A. So have your questions prepared. And I think that's the beautiful thing in all of this. All right. So now, hold on for a second. Let me get back here. And let me see if I can send my invite out. Hold on. This is my invite. Let me copy it. All right. And then I think I might want to go to my email. All right. Let me turn this around because I don't want y'all to see their email. Y'all be hitting them up. But Professor Griff gave me your email address. Nah, we're not doing that. Hold on. I'm going to drop the invite. I'm going to put in caps link to my show. All right. All right. And let's just get it out to them. Hold on. Whoop. Hold on. All right. I sent them the link. Hopefully they'll join us. All right. Okay, cool. Dang. All right. Bear with me for a second while I give thanks to Soleil for coming on doing the breakdown of the Rebel Alchemy. Thank y'all for responding. We sent some clips out. Thank y'all responding to the clips. We did a whole hour-and-a-half show. We did the breakdown of Rebel Alchemy, our EP that we put out. We're encouraging artists, writers, producers, poets, singers. We're inviting everyone. Let me look in y'all's faces when I say that. We're inviting everyone to put out your content. We're inviting everyone in a listen. If you're within the sound of my voice, think of 3 people that you could send what I'm about to say. You could send this to 3 people. All right. April, write this down. In April, in Tulum and in Playa, Mexico, we are doing a creators retreat. We're inviting poets, singers, writers, musicians, creators, all right, to come join us so that we can vibe. We are doing a creators retreat, and we're going to have writers workshops. We're going to have some storytelling. We're going to have a whole bunch of things going on. But we said it's best to do it in a different country, under different set of circumstances, so we can vibe with one another. And we don't have to constantly look over our shoulder and watch our back. Being in America, that tense kind of feeling and vibe, it's no rush. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 days. Come participate in the time frame that you can in April. All right. You will see information going out about it for you to register. All right. Listen, you have 9 months. You have 9 months to pull this off. All right. Write it down now. Start saving your chump change now. Okay. Red Pill said, yo, I'm in transit. I'm on the train right now. All right. I think he's up in Brooklyn. All right. But anyway, save your chump change now. All right. Do you still have the ABC books for children? Yes, I do, Antoinette Glaze. I still do. My phone number is 678-557-2919. That's 678-557-2919. Hold on. Matter of fact, I got an extra copy right here for you, Antoinette. All right. You are the song that you sing, Antoinette. I'm going to put it right here for you. All right. It's right next to my speaker, Antoinette, right there. All right, Miss Glaze. Save that one for you. All right. What Miss Antoinette is asking about, she's asking about this book I put together in reference to the ABCs. I think it's yeah. So what I did was I just kind of took the ABCs and I put the ABCs and I did a corresponding artist with each letter. All right. So for example, the letter A is Alicia Keys and Aretha Franklin. Study their works, study who they are, go over some of their lyrics. I put a short bio, and I do that for every letter of the alphabet. B, Bob Marley and Billie Holiday. Of course, I mentioned Beyonce and Brand Nubian. And then C, Curtis Mayfield and Chuck Berry. These are the artists that we should know. All right. This is the ABCs. All right. It's a different way of going over the ABCs. I think it's a beautiful thing. All right. I got a few copies left, but not this one. This is Miss Glaze's. All right. So we're going to put this one over here for her. All right. But anyway, the whole puppy thing. I've said several times already on several different broadcasts that I truly don't think this is about him, but I think it's a lot larger. I've asked people to widen their screens, step back, look at it, and view it through a different lens. I decided to pull together my brother Black Dot and, of course, Red Pill to discuss this tonight. All right. It's going to be on Zoom and Zoom costs. So I'm asking everybody to cough up. Not cough up. That's bad. Let me pull that back. Donate the $44. All right. Invest the $44 into yourself so you can know and understand how this network of people work. When I say network of people, let me crack open the Professor GRIFF file. I bought this book that I write in, and it just simply says, make it happen. And it's just a black book. It's an empty black book that I write in, but I kind of start constructing what I want to say, in these kind of talks. You understand what I'm saying? When I say a network of people, when you start connecting the dots, borrowing from what our brother Steve Coakley gave us, if you just start connecting the dots, all right, I'm going to do a deeper dive tonight, but I'm not going to dive into it right now, but I'm just skimming the surface, and I'm just going to mention some things. All right, so make a dot, a mental dot, or if you got a pen like I do, if you want to make a physical dot on a piece of paper, connect these dots real quick. Starting at the center of it all, let's just say the music industry dot connected to the liquor, the alcohol industry, all right, dot connected to the illicit drug trade, dot connected to the sex industry, dot connected to pharmaceuticals, dot, all right, and then everything connected to all of those things. Intersect all of those things with, I don't know, Ron Burkle, the Brockman family, Epstein, Al Malnick, Clive Davis, Andre Harrell, MCA Records, Diddy, Bad Boy, Russell Simmons, the Payola scandal, Morris Levy, CBS Records, Sugar Hill Records, Brett Ratner, sex crimes. Who's the puppets that's controlling? Who's the puppeteers, puppet masters that's controlling everything? Clinton sex scandal. What is the GEO group? R. Kelly. Who are the power brokers? I could go on and on and on and on. What do they really mean when they started talking about ordering pizza? I mean, connect all of those dots before we even get to Puffy's trial. And that's only about 10 things. Are you following what I'm saying? That's where thank you very much. Who is Left Entertainment? Thank you. Prison Industrial Complex. Thank you. Thank you. So when we start connecting all of them dots, and then you talk about bringing a couple of flunkies on the witness stand in a Puffy trial, that's child's play, man. You fell for the okie doke. Oh, it's terrible things what P. Diddy did to the... Yeah, it is. And that pales in comparison to the stuff that these people really do. You're right. The fashion industry, the prison industrial complex. Yeah. DG Films, what's up, man? You went ghost on me, bro. Where you been? You just left the brother bone dry. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Now, unless you went and did a bid and came back, then I can understand. But I ain't heard from you. All right? Just saying that out of love, concerned about you. I ain't heard from you. Anyway, hip hop to prison pipeline. Thank you very much. Need to know. Because we need to know. All right? So tonight, 7 o'clock, myself, Red Pill, Black Dot are going to be breaking this thing down. We're definitely going to do some decoding. All right? So we can go into naming names and how these people are connected to one another. And then after all of that, how does all of that affect you? Because innocently, you just thought you was just an innocent bystander in this thing, but you're not. Yeah. I've talked about some of these things on recent shows. I talked about the Harvard report. I talked about Logan Westbrook. We talked about the counterculture. We talked about all of that. All right. This has everything to do with that. Everything to do with that. Listen, Puffy just didn't happen in a vacuum. If you look at this man's history starting from high school, damn near, yeah, grade school, definitely high school, definitely early college. All right. We're talking about a grooming process in most cases, whether directly or indirectly. All right. So this is a very real thing that we're dealing with. And some of the individuals that we have yet to know are going through this process right now, but they can't see it to save their lives. If you want to support this channel, this platform, at the bottom of the screen, it says for elixirs, go to www.debbietrialwellness.com to get the Serious Minds, Brain Tonic, and the Resurrection Formula. All right? Let's everyone take a deep breath. I'm going to put it in the chat. All right? www.devitrilewellness.com. All right? What was the case, not LA, but New York? Most of activities were not, and I don't, Michelle, I'm not understanding. Most activities were, I'm not understanding, Michelle. Yeah. Yeah. So for example, yeah, they distracted you with the baby oil. That's all. The baby oil thing distracted you. Them putting out him beating up Cassie, which Cassie's brother's uncle, somebody should have stepped up to the plate, man, and yeah, dealt with that situation. You better be glad Cassie didn't know me. Because if I would have got that phone call, yeah, anyway. Let's just ask a basic question. There's a lot of y'all on here like, man, I don't want to see that. I ain't no paying no money to hear that. Let me just ask y'all a question then. And anyone can answer this. Hold on. Hold up, fam. Anyone can answer this question. You remember Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell? Okay, cool. That was red pill again. Remember Ghislaine Maxwell? Epstein's girlfriend? They convicted her of sex child trafficking, right? Is that the charges, or do we need to look that up? Let's look it up. Convicted of. Ghislaine Maxwell sentenced to 20 years in prison for conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse minors. That included transporting minors, trafficking minors. All right. Okay, hold on. United States Attorney's Office. You can look it up. That's why I do my stuff in real time. So you can look it up also. So you don't think I'm just kind of coming up with shit on my own. All right. Justice.gov. So can I ask a question now? If you don't think what we need to talk about tonight is important to us, let me ask this question and you answer it. You can either answer it out loud to yourself or to the person standing next to you right now. If Ghislaine Maxwell was sentenced to 20 years in prison for conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to sexually abuse minors and sex trafficking, who did they traffic them to and who were the minors? Where did they get the minors from? Where did they transport them to? And who were the individuals on the other end? Why are you so quiet? What happened? Something wrong with my microphone? Let me check my mic. Hold on. Shit. Maybe the mic ain't plugged up no more. I don't know. Hello? Is anyone there? Dang, hold on. I don't know. Maybe my internet went out. Hold on. Nope. Internet's still on. Microphone is working. Wow. I don't hear anyone. Everyone stopped calling. They stopped texting. No one's leaving comments. Answer the question, fam. So if Ghislaine Maxwell knows that she's sitting away in the prison somewhere, someone leaked some pictures and some other stuff of that prison. That looked like a country club. That ain't no prison, man. That's not a prison. Anyway. Oh, you hear me? Oh, we hear you. Okay. You hear me. Good. Then let's answer the question together. Collectively answer the question. Where is the list? Who were the children? Where did they get the children from? Where did they take the children to? And whom did they take the children to? And stop playing with me. I know I'm running the risk of getting the channel shut down and getting a strike and all that kind of stuff. I truly understand it. Thank you for letting me know and warning me. I put some information, I coded it in a song of mine. And this is not for me to sell a song, but I coded the information in a song called In Formation. Yeah, I put it on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and put in Professor Griff Information. It'll come up. Simply because I said it out loud and they gave me a strike on my channel. And I'm like, okay. Like they put me on timeout and then punish me for speaking up and speaking the truth. But people can openly go on talk shows and talk about ordering pizza. People can have pizza parties. And it's fine. Yeah. People can open up pizza shops and sell different kinds of pizza. And right now, some of y'all are looking dumbfounded and you're looking at your phone and you're scratching your head and say, what the hell is he talking about? Some of y'all will get it. Some of y'all won't, but it's cool. We'll talk about that tonight. But these people openly say these things and they speak to one another in code. And as long as you can't pick up the code and decode what they're saying, you're locked out of the conversation. But if Professor Griff come along and put you up on game about what these people are talking about and exactly what they're doing, I become the villain. Okay. While at the same time, they're making backdoor deals with people like Puffy, all right? And then all of a sudden now, Puffy want to get cocky and start using the race card and start talking politics and start talking about vote or die and also other stuff. Come on, man. Stop playing. But Griff's the villain. Okay. Gerald, what's up, man? Gerald, you don't have to purchase the thing for the night. Just send me an email. Gerald's one of those lifetime supporters. Gerald coming in for free tonight. All right. Now, people that support the platform that truly want to get in tonight, of course, we can discount it for you. Huh? We don't roll that way. Black Dot's a cool dude. Red Pill is an understanding brother. And you know I am. All right. My email address is seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Say, yo, Griff, I'd like to be in there tonight. All I got is $25 and some food stamps. Can I come check it out? Come on, man. You in. I'm not saying that's the going price. All right. But I'm just saying. Y'all better not show with no food stamps. That's what, All right. So as we wait for our guests to come on and tune in. All right, hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. Rashawn Hill. I don't know if you're doing this on purpose or you said, Griff, are you still cool with Russell Simmons? Rashawn Hill, let me ask you a question. When have you ever seen me in a picture with Russell Simmons, shaking his hand, giving him dap, or even discussing this dude in a positive light? Whatever made you think I was cool with Russell Simmons? Alex Little, you in. Just send me an email. I'll send you the link. When have I ever been cool with Russell Simmons? Quiet as it's kept, Russell Simmons didn't even want to sign Public Enemy to Def Jam. And it wasn't even Russell. Rick Rubin was the one that seen the vision, who had the vision, that looked in and saw what was happening with Public Enemy situations. Like, yeah, we need to sign them. All right. And I think it was a conversation between him and Chuck, Hank Shockley, Bill Stephanie. Yeah. And it was the vision that them individuals had. So it wasn't Russell. I don't even know why Russell trying to take credit for that. It wasn't Russell. It was definitely the dynamics, different dynamics that was happening in that Public Enemy situation that made Public Enemy what it is yesterday, not today, not that madness you see today. course, it was the dynamic of the bomb squad. Shout out to KG, my partner. Shout out Keith Shockley. Shout out to Eric Sadler. All right. Shout out to Johnny Juice. Shout out to Terminator X. Terminator X dynamic. All right. Professor Griff and the S1W dynamic. Professor Griff, Minister of Information, choreographing the stage performance and that kind of thing. Is that dynamic? The dynamic is just Chuck D in and of itself, bringing what he brought to the table. I mean, you cannot take it away from him. All right. Then the dynamic with Hank Shockley between him and Chuck D, and then Bill Stephanie. And then with people to support the situation, you can't. I mean, Eric Vietnam Sadler brought something to the table that I've yet to see a producer and a musician bring to the table to this day in hip hop. Not taking anything away from Dre or Premier or any of them, or Q-Tip or any of them artists or producers. No, I'm not taking anything away from them. They're dynamic producers. And I pulled something and I learned something from them all. But Eric, Keith Shockley, yeah, man. Something to behold, for real. That wasn't just any old thing happening. It was a serious vibration in the spirit happening at that time. And you got to give credit to all of the individuals and all of the different entities that made up that Public Enemy thing. You understand what I'm saying? And let me not leave out Flavor, what he brought to the table. You understand what I'm saying? The dynamics of what myself and the S1W brought to the table. Even behind the scenes running and moving the whole live show thing happening. And of course, there was a base at home, but just kind of nonetheless, all of those individuals play intricate part in making Public Enemy what you know as Public Enemy. So we're not going to belittle anyone's part in it. People played their part and played their roles. All right. Minds creative. I got you, good bro. All right. All right, family. I'm going to put my email, my PayPal information in here. If you want to, hold on. Come on tonight, 7 o'clock, for the private Zoom meeting that we're having in reference to the whole Puffy P. Diddy trial and doing a deep dive. Now, this is way just go beyond the trial, before the trial, what led up to the trial. You understand? The trial, and then what we see happening in the near and distant future. All right. PayPal.me/ I think that's it. That's the link to pay. If you don't have PayPal, let me give you my Cash App. If you Cash App me, make sure you send me an email so I can know who you are, so I can send you the link tonight. Matter of fact, everyone, all right, make sure you send me an email. Say, Griff, I paid today for the class. All I could afford, all right, with some old Jet magazines. I'm donating and some advice. Can I get the link? All right. I'm still waiting for someone to answer my question, though. The price ticket to come on tonight is $44. I understand times are hard. This economic thing is hitting everyone. I truly understand. I'm still waiting for you, Rasan Hill. All right. If you truly, no, seriously, be honest with yourself, though. If you truly cannot afford the $44, hit us up and we'll make way. All right? Okay. Rashawn Hill, come on, bro. I'm looking in the comments. Is anyone see Rashawn Hill in the comments? You asked me if I'm still cool with Russell Simmons, and I asked you a question. When have I ever been cool with Russell Simmons? I blasted him. I blast him every other year. Y'all know Russell Simmons is in hiding. Matter of fact, for tonight, I'm going to crack open that case also when I do my deep dive. Hold on for a second. I don't want y'all to think I'm playing. Check out some of my notes. Russell, right here. And everyone he's connected to. All right? And then I got Russell's name down here again. Russell Hustle Simmons. All right? Oh, yeah, we pulling the cover off of everybody tonight. All right? But you see, when I did this deep dive before, 20-something years ago, telling you what was going to happen today, y'all ain't believe me. Oh, yo, you crazy. And then some of them circles in the music industry, y'all wouldn't even let Professor GRIFF in the party. So I stopped going to the parties and I created my own damn party, which was a revolutionary party. We said, all right, we're going to bust that whole thing up. We cool. And now you're seeing the end results of what I talked about back then in my book. Hold on. In this book. I put it in this book. Me and Black Dot went on a speaking tour and we laid it out. Then I connected with Soleil. I connected with Dr. Wesley Muhammad. Then I connected with Red Pill, Blue Pill, Supernova Slum. Who else was on that vibe with us where we was knocking this thing down? King Simon. Who else? A few other people. We was knocking it down. Now today, people are saying, you know something, Professor GRIFF? You was right. Woo. Jay-Z is in my notes. I got him. Y'all remember the phone conversation that P. Diddy had from jail? Whoever he was talking to, he says, yo, did Jay show up? Jay surface? Did Jay say anything? Did Jay call? They was like, nah, he went ghost on you. Like, oh, I wonder why all these people are being quiet right now. Shout out to my brother Steve Coakley, now an ancestor. All right. Steve Coakley laid it out. I'm telling y'all, man, who these new players are now. I've been calling them out lately, but y'all not hearing me. Y'all are not hearing me, man. I started talking about the Illuminati and y'all got scared. I went so deep into it, myself and Black Dot. We went so deep into it. Yeah, they were doing anything to sabotage what we were saying. Shout out to my man, brother Corey Johnson. Man, I'm looking through my own book and I'm like, God damn. I mean, it was laid out thoroughly in the book. And then when I took it off out of the book and laid it out on the big screen for you and started laying out with over 1,000 lectures, y'all was like, wow, that's really going on? Nah, for real? People are really doing that in the music industry? And I was like, all right. And then my homegirl picked up. I don't want to say picked up where I left off because she was already on the scene. I'm not sure how deep she was talking about it, but Jaguar Wright came along and gave y'all the uppercut, and y'all like, damn, for real, all that's going on. But I told you it was going on. Shout out to Jaguar Wright. Shout out to Wolfgang, my brother. And then my man Siddiqui Bakari from the West Coast had me and Jaguar Wright on the same Zoom call. And y'all really got your mind blown. And it was like, damn, all that's going on. Yeah. Y'all be surprised at what's going on right now. Yeah. And it's ironic and funny that I should turn to this page. If y'all got the book, turn to page 200. And tell me who's on page 200. And tell me what happened with that situation. And I could link, no exaggeration, I could link 4 more people to that individual that's on page 200. Kyrie, nah. The boule ain't on page 200. I'm waiting for somebody to give me some kind of answer. In my book, The Psychological Covert War on Hip Hop, who do I have on page 200 that we need to bring up tonight? So when we start connecting the dots. I'm just giving y'all a sample. All right, we working through this together. My book is at home and I'm at work. Come on. Some of y'all got the ebook. Look it up on your phone. Come on, we ain't got a lot of time, fam. I'm asking some very serious questions on here, waiting for Red Pill and Black Dot to show up. You said you're getting the information. Clive Davis at least. Nope, not on page 200. Nope. Come on, fam. Listen, I've sold over 1,000 of these books. Somebody out there listening to me right now has this book in there that where they can reach for it right now that can give me the answer. All right. Family, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Baby, come on. Maybe somebody on Instagram. On Instagram, no. Come on, Instagram, talk to me. Nah, nope. Somebody said, save the babies. I got you. I'm looking for the answer to my question, though. Peace to the gods and earths. Peace, truth seeker. Somebody said, Diddy. Nope. All right, y'all guessing. We need somebody to take a serious, educated guess. Thank you very much. Somebody answered the question. Oyoko Ifua. Oyoke Ifua. Thank you very much. Whoever you are, thank you. Jamie Foxx. What did they say Puffy did to Jamie Foxx? They said he poisoned him, right? Name me 4 of the people that they said Puffy poisoned. Come on. Let's talk. If we talking, let's talk. We connecting the dots, as Steve Coakley said, right? Let's connect them. The other day I was on TikTok. I asked y'all to make up a chart. All right? Something similar to Professor Griff's chart. All right? Somebody said, I'll be sure. Come on. Keep naming them. All of these people around Puffy that's catching pneumonia and dying. Come on. Kim Porter. Thank you. Who else? Come on now. Keep coming. Keep coming. Do I need to say allegedly poisoned him? Okay, I'll say allegedly poisoned. Okay. Who else? I'm looking for one special name. It would have been Kim, but yeah, it would have been Al B. Sure. It would have been, who else? A couple other people, right, that we don't even know about. I don't know what happened to Heavy D. Was he hooked up with Andre Harrell? What was the deal between Andre Harrell and Puffy? All right. I'm talking about the people that was around Puffy. Just don't start naming people. Come on. I'm talking about people in that circle. Y'all ever heard of a young lady by the name of Brittany Murphy? No? Look up Brittany Murphy. Look up Brittany Murphy. We're going to lay it out tonight. Because if we don't do anything else, we're going to give you the name so you can start connecting the dots. And if I got to photograph my goddamn notes and send it to you personally, that's what I'll do. But you need to know. Because that's how this book started off. If you look at the way, if you look at the way the book is laid out, other than the interviews that I've done, I was saving photos. I was writing notes next to photos in my research. I'm having conversations with Black Dot, Sonetta, a few other people uptown. And I'm making notes. I'm doing small little lectures. All right. I've been made the connection between Liar, Cohen, and some other people. All right. Then when I started doing notes and did the lecture, I was doing 3-hour lectures. Ask Black Dot. Some of y'all were acting lectures. I said, nope, I got to turn this into a book. I got to turn my talk into a book that people can hold in their hand and start connecting the dots. And I did that. I wrote so many damn notes. I ended up with 2 books. This is book 2. Because once I started decoding who these individuals are, a lot of these individuals was hiding behind companies and symbols and logos. So I started breaking down the symbols and logos. All right? Of who these individuals are. Then we started getting into decoding the logos, what was going on in the music industry, who belonged to what club, and then we had to go back to Steve Coakley techniques and start connecting the dots on who was who. All right. So then in this chapter, the 4th degree of this book, Symbology, I started talking about E Pluribus Unum, one out of many. All right. E Pluribus Unum entertainment industry. All right. That's the motto of the entertainment industry. And on one of the first pages, this is what I put. We started connecting the dots. So we started breaking out all the logos and who the players are. Once we start breaking out the logos and who the players are, we start figuring out some of the names. And then that's how the GEO group came up. Hold on. I think that's in my notes also. Can someone tell me who's the GEO group? Look them up. GEO group. Who is the GEO group? Oh, so you found Brittany Murphy. How is she connected to Puffy? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Somebody doing their research, man. The enemy's public is on it. Heavy D was signed to Uptown Records, Andre Harrell's label. Andre was in bed with Clive Davis. I'm talking about doing business, not physically in bed. Puffy went there, doing an internship, Uptown, got fired. Puffy went right to Clive Davis to get the bad boy money bag. They're all tied in to one another. Who's Left Entertainment? You said what? Who are the GEO group? The GEO group is who? You said private prisons. Jason Wakeman said the GEO group management finances prisons. Now, is there a connection between hip hop and the prison industrial complex? Who's involved in that? Come on, fam. We connecting the dots, right? For this deep dive tonight with myself, Black Dot, and Red Pill. Then let's dive deep then. Also, Brittany Murphy is Ashton Kutcher's ex. What happened to Ashton Kutcher? Natasha West, talk to me. Come on. Yeah, Gerald, everybody got to email me. All right. So if the thing is happening at 7 o'clock tonight, 6 o'clock, I'm not even answering this. Y'all got to email me. All right. I'm pulling all the emails from my email. SeriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. Oh, you're talking about that. So Ashton Kutcher, his career exploded. Then what happened to him? Come on, fam. See, y'all think this is just about Puffy? I don't know what that means. Enemy public. Make better sense. Come on, bro. Natasha West, I'm still waiting on you, sis. Thank you, Natasha. She coming through like a fat rat in a cheese factory. Who did Brittany Murphy end up with? How did she die? And then what happened to Ashton Kutcher? Ashton Kutcher. See, these people be playing a dangerous game, man. And I don't want nobody hitting me up telling me about, oh, this individual just caught pneumonia. I could name 5 people that surround Puffy that had goddamn pneumonia, including your boy, Jamie Foxx. Jamie, talk to me, man. My phone number is 678-557-2919. Somebody give Jamie Foxx my phone number. Jamie ain't come out and actually say what happened. I think he might have said it to a few people, but I already know, Jamie, because you ain't the first person they did that to. Come on, man. I've been telling y'all about this blood sacrifice for a long time, and 80% of y'all did not believe me. Slowly but surely, things started to happen, and more people were saying, you know, Griff was right. All right, fam. 7 o'clock tonight, Professor Griff, Black Dot, Red Pill. We're going to do a deep dive. All right. Yeah. It would take me 3 hours to go over my notes with y'all. But I'm going to condense it tonight to give space for them other brothers to do their thing, and then we have a Q&A. All right? Y'all have any questions for me now? Thank you very much, Natasha West, Enemies Public, Alex Littlejohn. Thank y'all very much. Really appreciate that. If y'all not going to participate tonight, if y'all want to support the platform, here's my Cash App, $ Professor Griff. Maybe you'll like to sponsor someone else. All right? But if you're not going to come on tonight and you want the information, go to my website, professorgriff.me, purchase the books. All right? Or just hit me up directly. My phone number is 678-557-2919. You already got my phone number. 678-557-2919. All right? What's the email address? SeriousMindsInfo@gmail. When I say Serious Minds, not that series. I'm talking about the Star Series Mind. SIRIUSMINDZ info@gmail.com. All right. All right. Let me give you my Cash App. My phone number's on the bottom of the screen. All right. I'm going to give Red Pill a few more minutes, see if he's going to come in. All right. Natasha West, email me. Whatever you can afford, let me know. All right. Earlier, we was accepting food stamps, and you know, my mom used to have that book where you put the stamps in. Once the stamps fill up, you could take it to the grocery store. I don't think they had those anymore though. Yeah. SeriousMindsInfo@gmail.com. Like I said to the people on TikTok when I did my live the other day, matter of fact, it was yesterday. I was just letting people know, man, none of these platforms are free and none of these platforms are private. So if we're going to talk, we got to talk, but yeah, we got to pay the price for what we're going to say. And I've been paying the price. All right. Reese, thank you very much. And then what happened to Ashton Kutcher? None of y'all are telling me what ended up happening to this dude. Peace and blessings from Buffalo, New York. Ronald Percy, what's up, man? All the way from cold-ass Buffalo. I'm sure it's not cold up there now. Give that shit a couple of weeks. You're going to have snow. You can't even get out your car. You haven't seen Blue and Red Pill in a long time? Well, okay. Did you say Red Pill? Yeah, I'm waiting on Red Pill to show up right now. And plus, he's going to be on tonight with me. Also, some people said they went into YouTube to listen to the song Information. All right. I laid it out in the song. I tried to speak in code, but a lot of people just didn't get it. Let me see if I can find the song so I can play it for y'all. Hold on. I put it in there so y'all could get it, but in formation. Professor GRIFF. COVID was happening then. I did the damn video in my driveway. Yeah, it was ugly. Hold on. Literally, I was doing spring cleaning. And I saved some boxes and I did the video in my driveway. I know, don't laugh at me, fam. I did the best I could do. I was only, yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I'll play the video for you. Maybe y'all can pick up what I was saying in the video. But I laid it out in code, all right? Listen close, though, because it's not going to jump out at you. All right, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now this just in, we have a recording. We want to play them.
Taking an unusual approach. Also in the news tonight.
Here now, the news.
All right, well, I'm here. And what's your name?
Excuse me, Miss Professor Griff, the ex-minister. Did you know that these big six are sinister?
Live on the scene.
This just in. The implantable biomicrochip under the skin.
Sir, can you please tell us what
Okay,
happened?
just 1 sec. Social satanic sect on deck. Check the handshake. Oath takers debate.
Some people might say that's hard.
Who gives a fuck? The death penalty, street fights were fucked. Pardon me. Peep the scene, it's clear to see. Chemtrails, nanobots, particles, part of me.
What the fuck is that fish?
Okay, so what? Do we know what happened? Do you know who? Do you know why they would have done?
Did you learn their lesson?
Absolutely. So you did show me on your chest where you were shot. Are we able to see that right now? Or
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
Mission.
No, we'll do it live.
Listen.
Program is proper, the propaganda. The fake news is standard, so they manage.
stars for life.
Go kids, the so kids. Control biz, the pop quiz, you know this. Pizza, they treat you. Extra cheese, they freeze kids.
Details on that case when we come back.
Deadly deceitful treatment of the people. Hardwire the sheeple. Censorship, the sequel.
Coming after several high-profile incidents in
Gender defenders, Bitcoin money lenders, world banks and tanks, think tanks, estates.
Can't believe all that just happened. We have good information here. You may want to come back to me. Thank you. What?
There you go.
Really?
There you go.
Fucking thing sucks.
Sometimes the alarming images as ambulances rush to the area.
The fucking thing.
And earlier today, with this headline,
Who you fooling? It's an illusion. Control the mind and action, thought, and the schooling.
I had to get up the stairs. So he had so much rhythm. When he was walking upstairs, he said, doom, doom, doom. Bitch, I started to almost beatbox up in the closet.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, boom, boom.
I advocate with theirs and me. Blue thin line your minds and deadly bees. Native tribal healing we really need. All these virtual digital streets will be free.
I said, no, what?
R.I.P.
Cursing at him, warning him that he will be shot if he doesn't comply, and we'll show you a bit of that footage now. It is quite graphic, and we will follow it up.
the FBI now on the scene.
All right. All right. That was the song I did called Information. I was putting it out because I put it out. They started flagging it. They said improper content and blah, 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 blah. So I went back to the lab, freaked the lyrics, put it back out, and they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. All right. They'll be all right. Well, we talk about revolutionary steps that we got to make. Revolution is complete, constructive, conscious, cosmic change. We got to make it happen. If you're a true revolutionary, then, hey, come on outside. Be about that life. For real. All right. All right, fam. It is 1:10. All right, me and Pill, I guess we got to do something on Instagram or something. All right, but tonight 7 o'clock, y'all got my email address, y'all got my phone number. All right, you got the Cash App, you got the PayPal. If somebody want to pay through Zelle or you want to use the food stamps, just hit me up 678-557-2919. You can't come in person because I'll be doing my part from here, Red Pill in Brooklyn, and Black Dots in the Bronx. All right. But anyway, love y'all to life, fam. Inshallah, I will see most of y'all tonight. Once again, I'm going to put up the flyer so you can take a snapshot of it tonight. We're doing a deep dive. Sean P. Diddy Combs trial, Black Dot, Professor Griff, Red Pill. We're doing an in-depth decoded analysis. Limited space is available. You can pay on PayPal, Cash App, Zelle. All right. The donation is $44. All right. It's tonight at 7 o'clock. All right. Any hiccups? Make sure you'll hit me up before 6. 678-557-2919. I'm not answering my phone after 6 o'clock, fam. All right. All right, fam. Peace and love. It's Professor Griff. I am out. All right, keep in mind, I'm not answering my phone after 6, seriously. So hit me up before then. All right, I got to go.